Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. So, for those of you who may have been looking or may have wondered exactly what in the world is going on, for some reason over between the last 12 to 18 hours, the cryptocurrency market has been pumping. And it was really weird because when I went to bed, it wasn't pumping, and then when I woke up, it was pumping. And then during the last video that I made, we all looked at the prices and we're kind of like, what exactly is going on? So first, I looked around for it to see exactly what it could be, what the situation might have actually ended up being. And one of the main things that kept on popping up around the space was about I believe it was this says CMC. I also believe the CME has also launched their Bitcoin futures contracts, which are, they are options. So I was like, okay, that definitely seems like one of the options. Maybe the market got really excited and the entire market started to go up because we have another new batch of Bitcoin futures trading options that have now launched out there. And then this happened. It says Bitcoin smashes 8,500, sets new 2-month high following launch of CME Bitcoin options. Same exact thing. Once again, the entire idea that the entire market had completely gone insane because the CME, which has, I believe, a relatively strong trading futures volume compared to Backed, was apparently launching a new Bitcoin option. I mean, no other really way to say that. And therefore, this was propelling the market up. And then I kept on digging a bit further. Sorry if I'm screaming into the microphone. The other thing that I found is that apparently Twitter is considering a tipping feature. It says Twitter is said to be considering a feature that will allow users to tip each other from their tweets. The information reports on Monday, citing 2 people familiar with Twitter's decisions. A Twitter spokesperson, however, told the information, which I assume is the name of the company, information that the company is currently not developing a tipping feature. Okay, some news outlets are misreporting that Twitter is considering a Bitcoin tipping feature. The information report does not mention so. It remains to be seen whether Twitter develops such a feature and if so, whether it will integrate Bitcoin into it. Why is this news? Because for those of you who don't know, the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, has been saying since around 2018 that he loves Bitcoin. Like, he's an absolute fan of it. He's completely obsessed. It says it right here. The internet deserves a native currency. I hope it will be Bitcoin. I'm a huge fan. He's mentioned it many other times before that he thinks that within the next 10 years that Bitcoin will be the currency of the internet. And therefore, this is why when people were touting the news that Twitter is going to be adding a tipping feature, the same exact way that Reddit and people have been asking Twitter for a tipping solution for a couple of years now, that it of course has had to be Bitcoin. But even then, hold your horses because that's probably not going to happen on Twitter. And that's also not the reason for the pump in the market. So here's what I found, and here's what it seems to be. Craig Wright, the self-professed inventor of Bitcoin, has less than a month to prove he can unlock 1.1 million Bitcoin and show the world that he is Satoshi Nakamoto. U.S. judge, her name is Beth Bloom, is giving the Australian computer scientist until the 3rd of February to access about 9.2 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin said to be locked in a tulip trust. An encrypted document that holds the keys to the Bitcoin that Wright and Kleiman mined together. Their 2 cryptographic signatures are required to unlock it. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, there's someone by the name of Craig Wright. He is one of about 17 people, that is not a joking number, within the cryptocurrency space who claim to be Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto being the person who created Bitcoin. It is widely believed that Satoshi Nakamoto is not just one person, that is actually a group of cypherpunks from the 90s who came together at some point during 10 years ago, 11 years ago, created Bitcoin, separated, and therefore they gave the information, whatever, the public blockchain to the public, what have you, so on and so forth. Craig Wright, however, has been one of the more popular people within the cryptocurrency space because he figured out a way to, when Bitcoin was forked and made Bcash, the following year he forked Bcash and made Bitcoin SV, which he calls Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision. The entire idea is, I believe I don't know the exact year. It was 2014, 15, 16, 17. Somewhere within that time frame. The exact date doesn't really matter. Craig Wright said that he had something called a tulip trust. He is currently locked in a lawsuit between him, Craig Wright, and the family of Kleiman, who I believe has passed away. because the Kleiman family says that Craig Wright actually allegedly stole the Bitcoin from Kleiman, and therefore Craig Wright is in current possession of it. The Tulip Trust, which Craig Wright says that he has, is a trust that apparently holds 1.1 million, if not more, Bitcoin that are in his possession, that he says that he would flood the market with and therefore show the world that he was Satoshi Nakamoto. Part of the issue is that the Tulip Trust he said that he had control over is apparently what is it? What's the story? He has to wait for someone to give him keys to the actual cryptocurrencies. The lawsuit that happened in 2018, which is still the ongoing lawsuit in 2019, was that he showed documents, Craig Wright showed documents to the judge that claimed that he was Satoshi Nakamoto and that he had control over, I think, about 25 different cryptocurrency addresses that showed the amount of Bitcoin that was inside of each of them. Part of the problem is, once again, you're going to hear me say the word problem a lot of times because this is all a big problem, is that Craig Wright, the addresses that he gave to the judge apparently were fake, because a lot of people, you can tell, for those of you who don't know how cryptocurrencies work, whenever you send cryptocurrency back and forth between someone, I'm pretty sure you have a copy and pasted that long string of letters, numbers, and dots and uppercases and all this other stuff when you sent it to someone else. He released a form of addresses that the judge then also released to the public that showed the addresses that Craig Wright said belonged to him, and many other people started coming forward with their own private keys and proving the actual addresses that he claimed were his were not theirs. They did it multiple times. We saw that one of the addresses that had around 45,000 Bitcoin, someone else was like, nope. And they went online, they proved that the keys were actually theirs, and they showed this is my actual wallet. So on many different fronts, it is alleged that Craig Wright has been lying throughout this entire thing. About a month ago, Craig Wright was told by the judge that he had to finally produce the addresses, finally produce as much information as you possibly can, or you are going to lose this court case. However, Craig Wright said, I believe on the 1st of this year, as in the 1st of January, he said that someone named a bonded courier would give him the keys that he needed to finally prove to the judge and to the world that he was Satoshi Nakamoto. I'm pretty sure you can guess what happened on the 1st of this month. There was no bonded courier. Wright claims a bonded courier who possesses the keys that can unlock the encrypted Tulip Trust will arrive this month. After he said, I think he said, first of all, Craig Wright has said a lot of things. I believe he said by the end of last year that Bitcoin would be worth $1 or Bitcoin would be no more, somewhere along those lines. And I'm pretty sure it was the 1st of this year that he would receive the keys and he would dump all the Bitcoin onto the market, and therefore yada, 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 yada. Who possesses the keys can unlock the encrypted Tulip Trust will arrive this month. Until the courier makes an appearance, Wright says the trust remains inaccessible according to the court ruling, and I do quote, in light of the defendant's representations that the bonded courier is scheduled to arrive in January 2020, the court will permit the defendant through and including through February 3rd of 2020 to file a notice with the court indicating whether or not this mysterious figure has appeared from the shadows and whether the defendant now has access to the last key slice needed to unlock the encrypted file. In the event this occurs, and further, if the defendant produces his list of Bitcoin holdings as ordered by the magistrate judge, then the judge or the court will not impose any additional sanctions, end quote. Should the mysterious courier provide the keys to unlock the Tulip Trust, Craig Wright will have the ammunition to prove that he is indeed the anonymous creator of Bitcoin. If you've looked at any of my other videos or anyone else's videos about this situation, no one, not even Craig Wright, thus far has been able to prove that they are Satoshi Nakamoto in any way, shape, or form. Taking this news and pushing it around 4 hours ahead, the price of the cryptocurrency created by two controversial hard forks of Bitcoin is increasing dramatically today. Bitcoin Cash, Satoshi's Vision, gained around, this is even way old, it's currently up around 25%. Bitcoin Cash, Satoshi's Vision, gained around 25% over the last 24 hours on the day, with most other leading cryptocurrencies assets trading sideways. That's also false. Everything is also up right now. The most likely cause for the sudden increase in the market cap is the spreading rumor that Craig Wright has now received the last part of the Tulip Trust documents, which might prove him part of Bitcoin's creation. Wright will reportedly submit the documents to the court hearing the case between himself and the estate of his late business partner, David Kleiman, next week. According to posts on Twitter today, Craig Wright has now received a document that has been promising to submit as part of the court hearings by the estate of his late business partner, David Kleiman. Wright stands accused of stealing Bitcoin he mined with Kleiman at the very beginning of the cryptocurrency story. The Australian computer scientist said previously that he would receive the last documents relating to the mysterious group Tulip in January, Tulip Trust. Following this, he will reportedly be able to settle with David's brother, Ira. Wright warns that Ira will crash the price of Bitcoin since he will sell almost 500,000 Bitcoin as soon as he can. Here's the actual, do they have right here? Here we go, right here. This is the tweet that launched 1 million Satoshis. Right here. Someone said, keys have arrived. Really? Yup. That's what we needed to get this thing to $200. And then someone named Eli Afram said, bonded couriers aren't shadowy. Next week we file. Keys have arrived. This is it. This is actually the moment I've been waiting for. And I mean, it's been a good 3 years I've been waiting for this moment. So many people have come forward talking about that they are Satoshi Nakamoto. And I've tried to give them the benefit of the doubt. If you are and you wish to be in the spotlight as such, by all means, please prove it. It has been 3 years and no one has yet to be able to prove it. Mr. Craig Wright once went into a locked room, this is not a joke, with him, 3 friends, and I think 2 reporters, and apparently told them and showed them proof that he was Satoshi Nakamoto, but this was 2 years ago. Why, if you claim to the world that you are Satoshi Nakamoto, would you need to go into a locked room with 5 other people, and none of them have thus said out loud, oh yes, he is Satoshi Nakamoto? So, it appears that on 2 tweets, neither of which we know is official, the keys have arrived for Craig Wright that will be able to, for him to prove that he is officially Satoshi Nakamoto sometime next week, and I would give it until the end of next Friday. These keys, this information, these documents should be before the judge, and then we will know officially if Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto. Before you get angry, like I said, benefit of the doubt. This may have been one big misunderstanding. However, if by the end of next week these keys are not submitted and they are not real and this is not true, I'm going to hold my words, because a lot of people within the cryptocurrency space have frauded many other people out of their hard-earned money. If you forked Bitcoin twice, because many people also had a hand in forking Bitcoin the first time to make Bcash, and then you forked Bitcoin again and made a cryptocurrency that many other people have put their money into, and it is false, it is fake, well, right. These are the current cryptocurrency prices. BSV is currently up by 23.78% on this news. I'm going to assume as the day goes on, there will be a bit of a slump back down. I'm trying to choose my words correctly, because I don't know if he is Satoshi Nakamoto or not. I have never met the man. I'm probably never going to meet him. I have no desire to meet him. But for those of you who are wondering, that is why the prices are up. We'll see exactly how this trend continues, and we will know. Remember the date. It is the 14th of January. The end of this week will be, today's, what is it, Tuesday? Tuesday. 15, 16, 17. It's about the 24th of next week, end of next week. We should know if he is Satoshi Nakamoto or not. Just a bit of an update for those of you who are wondering. Right, I'm off to my second channel to go make some more videos. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening. This is, if nothing else, this is a great saga, and this will definitely make a good Lifetime movie in about a good 5 years time. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.